What is going on? What is going on, my co-creators? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? This is the Mr. I Won't Ever Stop. Welcome to the Co-Creation Nation. Hope you're having a wonderful, beautiful, fantastic, glorious, stupendous day. Today, I have a guest once again. Hello, guest.
Hello,
Who is my guest?
Trenise.
Hi, Trenise. Trenise is back. My school teacher, my educator, she is back. And after we did our recording the other day, we were talking off camera, off mic, and she went to talking about being a parent and how she prepared her kids to be independent and to lead their lives. And I thought it would be important to bring her back and to talk about how parents can use different tools and different strategies to help prepare their kids to enter adulthood or even enter school, even be a student in school or even into college and all that stuff. And so I just wanted to bring it back because it was a very compelling conversation. I mean, I got a lot of it, I own a few things, I have a property over some things, so I wanted to get some tips on how to be a parent over my things. Kids aren't things, right?
No,
Okay.
they are not things.
My bad, I'm sorry.
And they can do way more than what we give them credit for.
Is that true?
That is true.
Good or bad stuff?
Good stuff.
Okay, because my mom must say just the opposite if I talk to her.
No, they can do bad stuff too, but you just gotta channel it in the right direction.
Okay.
You keep them busy enough with the good stuff, and they don't have time enough to do the bad stuff.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know. I only have, things. I don't have things. My things don't talk back to me.
Yes.
Unless it's like, Alexa.
Oh.
Damn Alexa.
Alexa.
Unruly.
Yes.
So anyway, all right.
Yeah.
So, what are some tips that you could pass along to other parents on how to kind of get your kids geared up for adulthood and more responsibility, kind of that structure you were talking about?
Well, it really starts way before adulthood.
Oh, okay.
It starts with them when they're really young. You want to make sure that you're giving them responsibility. I know that they're your babies, but they're not necessarily babies, and they can do a lot. For example, if you have a little toddler that's crawling on the floor, and they're getting, ready to walk, a lot of times we want to hold them up and pull them up and walk with them, but you want to let them have that productive struggle on their own. So for instance, if you see a kid trying to go up some stairs, like a baby if you have some time, and they're trying to crawl up the stairs, it's better to just go ahead and let them play and crawl up those stairs rather than picking them up and carrying them up the stairs. You want to give them opportunities to just learn themselves. It may take longer. A lot of times you want to rush it. The reason why we enable the kids is because we want to rush it, because it's taking them a little longer to do whatever it is that we want them to do. But you have to have some patience and let them learn and try it and do it on their own.
I have a very stinking suspicion that can be used as an analogy for when they're older. That those same things is kind of allowing them, but still guiding them at the same time to make their mistakes and let them take their time, but not, be overbearing.
Right.
Is that what you're kind of saying? Is that the same type of?
It is the same. It can follow into that same principle of when they're older, letting them figure it out, letting them do it, giving them the space to do it, but then offer the guidance while they're there. Ultimately, your kids, it's their lives, and you're there to guide their lives, but they have to go through it to get where they need to be.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's very, very important. See, yeah, when I was when I was being raised, I got guided a lot, but I kind of got nudged a little harder than most in certain directions.
Nothing wrong with getting a little nudge.
a little nudge upside the head. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I remember when I was I go back to high school. I'm gonna go fast forward to high school. I remember there were classmates of mine. They would get in trouble at school, and their parents, they were so protective over their kids, they wouldn't even listen to the administrators or the teachers. They would automatically say, oh, my kid did not do this, my kid did not do that, they would never do that. And I'm sitting there looking like, yes, they did, I saw them do it. Your kid bad. That's what they do. And now, how is that, how can that be destructive for a kid in school if the parents are just always on the kid's side, regardless?
They'll feel they can get away with anything, you know, and life is going to teach them that you really can't. Your parents can't always come and have your back and lie for you and say that wasn't them, you know, it wasn't you. The best thing is to teach your kids responsibility. Stand up for your actions. You're going to make mistakes. I mean, everybody's going to make mistakes. And your child will make a mistake. And just say, you know, own up to that and teach them how to recover from it and teach them how to make better choices in the future. But protecting them from being in trouble, yes, every child will lie, every, you know, human, we all sin, you know. So teach them that it's okay to mess up. It's how you recover from it. Right. Yeah, you can't just think that the teacher's always lying. I mean, teachers don't have time to sit there and lie on one child. They got 20-something kids in the classroom. Why would they want to sit there and lie on your child?
In each class. In
each class. So, and then they have to take time out, call you, send them to the office. If they doing all that, your child did it.
Did something.
They did something.
Well, there's smoke, there's fire.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, teacher's not going to spend all that energy to go after your particular child. It just, most of them not built that way.
Right.
Yeah,
that's understandable. All right, now let's go past school and go into that little area where the kids think they're grown, but they really ain't, because they're still living with their parents. They might be going to college, or they might be fresh out of college, or in between semesters. They don't know what they want to do. They're trying to work, they're trying to intern, who knows what they're trying to do. Let's go into that area. When you're dealing with these half-grown ass kids, how do you continue to kind of let them be adults at the same time, give them that little nudge?
You remind them that they're in your house if they're in your house, and that they're not grown.
Well, they're not in your house. Then this conversation is null and void. They got to be in your house,
and that they're not grown, but you still want to encourage them to make good choices and make good decisions, and then have them show you how they're on their path to adulthood. Like, what are you doing? What are your goals? How do you see yourself getting there, and what are you doing right now to make sure you get there? Like, what types of things are you putting in place? And let me see your plan, or make your plan.
Or get out. No, I'm joking.
No, me too, to a certain point.
To a degree, yeah.
To a degree. You know, you need to have, you know, and sometimes it's okay not to figure out your plan. Then, okay, so what kind of brainstorming are you doing on your plan? What is it that you like to do? What do you want to see yourself doing for the rest of your life? Because living here off of me is not going to be it. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you handle that, like, as far as, expenses? Like, you know, I know when I was a young man pretending like I was an adult, my mom, my parents, they made me start paying some type of rent. It wasn't much, it was just a little bit, but I paid something. And, you know, I think it was to teach me something, but I think mom, you know, they just wanted some extra money in their pocket. But I think it was to teach me to be responsible. So how do you handle that? Like, how forceful are you with making them contribute to the household when they're in that semi-adult, want-to-be-grown position?
Well, no one lives for free.
Okay.
Like, so either you don't have any money, you gonna do chores around the house, or you gonna clean, or you gonna cook, or you gonna, you know, take care of things that you need to. If you have a job, you gonna help pay for some type of bill or your bills or things like that. Or you're gonna pay your student loans, but you're gonna have a plan. You start to mimic what life looks like. You know, they have to understand that you're just not gonna have everything done for you. Right. So as you take that release, you mimic what life looks like for them.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, it was a little different when I was coming up back in the day. You had to kind of figure out what you was doing, and you had to get on it, or either move on. That's just how how it went and how it goes. Now, how much leeway do you give? Like I said, if you got, you know, a child that's trying to figure it out and they don't really know, and I want to do this, and I want to be a underwater welder, and then the next year, I want to be a lawyer, and then the next year, I want to be a paralegal, maybe a doctor. So how do you handle those that can't figure it out? Like, how do you balance that?
Well, I really think you have to help them find a plan. Stick to it. Try it out. Really see
Try it out. That's the key.
Try it out.
Get in there.
See
2 years at least.
Yeah, try it out. Don't just, jump around too much. It's okay if you get into it and you realize this is not for me, to switch it up. That's totally fine.
Gotcha.
But try it out a little bit if that's the path you were going. There was some reason why you chose it. But if so yeah.
Yeah. That's at the end of the day, there's this book called The Prophet. I can't remember the guy's name. I think it's called Khalib. And one of the parts in the book, he was saying that kids aren't really for us. We bring them into the world, we guide them into the world, but they're really not for us. They have their own path, their own dreams, their own direction. We're just we're the storks. We just deliver them here, and they have to go their own way. We don't own them. We can't make them do things the way we did it or the way we didn't do it. And so that's what it comes down to is, we're here to guide them and kind of do a slight little nudge along the way to keep them straight, depending on who you're dealing with. Some kids don't need any help. Some kids, they just know what to do and they just go. And some kids need a little assistance, and some needs more than others. And so at the end of the day, we gotta, kind of sit back and kind of watch and be the adults and encourage and nurture and let them go their way.
That's right.
With a firm hand.
Yes. Can't do that in schools anymore, though.
Well, in School of Hard Knocks, you could do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much, Trenise. This is very, very important information. It's very, very valuable for so many people. Trust me. And my co-creators, I hope you got something out of this. Oh, you did. You got something out of this. I'm going to hope. Why would I hope? You got something out of this. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. Doing all the things I always tell you to do. You better listen. Stay in tune. Keep tuning into the Co-Creation Nation. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.